we now know that Ben Carson is going to be part of Donald Trump's, if not cabinet, his kitchen cabinet, assuming Donald Trump wins the Republican primary and then the general election. I don't make that assumption, but if you are painting the portrait of the Trump campaign, I mean the Trump cabinet, you'd put Ben Carson in there. And apparently we now know why Christie has been missing. Apparently he skipped at least one funeral for a cop who died in the line of duty in New Jersey. I mean, this is amazing when you contemplate this, right? I mean, Christie was looking at a massive transit strike. He went on vacation. Okay, the guy's tired. What are you going to do? It's his anniversary. But then on Monday of this week, yesterday, State Trooper Sean Cullen, he died in the line of duty. His funeral was being held. Christie flies to North Carolina and Florida to be Donald Trump's consigliere. I mean, I really do think it's possible this guy, well, look, there's really, I think Christie's looking at one of two fates, and I think he knows it. One is he gets indicted, or he just quits the office and goes and works for, I don't know, Trump hotels. I mean, assuming the guy's not in jail, I would put the chances of him being head of Trump's security somewhere around 100%. But he's got designs if Trump becomes president. Here it is.
Now, before I was governor for the last 6 years, for 7 years before that, I was a prosecutor. I was the United States Attorney in New Jersey. We put all kinds of bad guys in jail. We put terrorists in jail. We put corrupt politicians in jail. We put corrupt business people in jail. We did what needed to be done. And let me tell you, I'm convinced that that's exactly the kind of Attorney General Donald Trump's going to appoint when he's President of the United States.
Hey, what happened?
I mean, that sounds like Christie, sort of trying to lock in a promise, doesn't it?
It looks like he needs to be reminded of his place, frankly.
It looks like yeah, exactly.
He's not respecting the boss.
This is like when, you remember The Sopranos, like when one of the lower captains got a little bit too
Tone,
uppity.
I totally could do that new garbage route in Elizabeth. It's bullshit, Tone. Now, you listen to me. See, Tony would always begin with look, we're going to take care of you. It's going to be okay. But then by 2/3 of the episode, he'd have to pull the guy by the shirt, ram him up against the wall. And I think Trump is getting to that point with Christie. And there's evidence of that.
It's possible. He keeps crapping on Christie. That really does feel like what the dynamic is here. And I should add that when Christie says we did what needed to be done, that, as far as I can tell, included railroading innocent people, particularly just search the Fort Dix 5.
Christie should be treated in the same way Sarah Palin is to pin on John McCain. That should besmirch him forever. The media, and writ large with Christie, the way this guy was feted and spoken about, it's just it's just so disgusting from the beginning, and just watching the whole kind of illusion just evaporate for what he purely is, which is just a opportunistic thug.
Yeah,
which was clear to everybody who's watching in the beginning, like you.
There should be a funeral procession at Morning Joe. I don't think there will be. But there should be.